I'm Doug Cleese. I'm originally from Kenyon. I went to Kenyon High School. I own a construction business. We actually have 5 KW graduates. So I'm excited to help Doug. I'm just going to help Doug Thompson with whatever he needs helping the kids. We can train you, but you have to have a certain set of skills when you start. So we're always looking for new people. I'm hoping some of the kids in the class are my future employees. There's plenty of opportunity for the trades, and you can make good money too. And kids are excited about that.
I'm Mr. T, as the kids commonly call me. I'm Doug Thompson. I'm the tech ed teacher, carpentry teacher here at Kenyon-Wanamingo School. One of the goals I've always had as a carpentry teacher in my previous school, like I said, I had a 2-hour carpentry class. We built an off-site garage for somebody off the school site. And I've always wanted to build a house with the kids, and this was just an awesome opportunity to be able to do that. So I'm looking forward to next year, my 49th year. So yeah, the kids just bought into it big time. They really wanted to do this and get the hands on. As we can see, the trades are coming back so well. And the kids we have in our shop classes, a lot of these kids don't come off the family farm. We have maybe only 5 or 6 kids and those 16, 17 kids. And these kids need to learn how to use their hands, and that's why I'm still doing what I do. Because these kids more than ever need to be able to get their hands on tools and understand how things work in our society. And to hear Naomi say that she's in the HVAC business, you know, it's not just carpentry here. We're talking electricians, we're talking HVAC, we're talking all kinds of different opportunities for these kids just after this class. And if nothing else, a couple of the kids I talked to about why would they do it, I just want to know how my house ticks when I buy it someday and what I have to do to remodel it. And I said, awesome, that's just great to hear. We are in the process of course, getting the walls put up and getting things organized for us, but in between all of that, we've also had safety tests for all these students and all the different machines. The Minnesota Department of Education requires us to have every year, no matter if you've used that tool or not, from one year to the next, have safety equipment tests on those, written tests. And also, like yesterday, we had half the crew up to TBG, the builders group, who does for 700 companies, they cover their workman's comp insurance. And they have a whole facility to actually practice and train people on OSHA kinds of things. So we had the kids up there for 4 hours beginning their OSHA 10 training, which we're going to have for them when they get totally completed.
So my name's Naomi Sano, and we are here because I was accepted by Habitat for Humanity, and we will be building us a new home this year. I am so excited. Yes, I've been on my own for a long time. I'm a single mom of 2. I've been trying to trying to buy a house for the last 3 years, but due to the prices and a single income, I have been unable to. So I am very grateful for the opportunity with Habitat to be able to finally provide my family a home. What's unique about this building is that the Kenyon School District has now decided to bring in the carpentry program, and so we have the privilege of having students build our first home, the first home in Kenyon. It is for hardworking people who are just need that little bump and step up to be able to become homeowners. So I applied, and with a couple of interviews back and forth and paperwork, and eventually they just showed up at my front doorstep and we were chosen. So I highly suggest anybody who just needs that extra little bump and is struggling just a little bit, that Habitat could probably be the one to make that connection and help your family have a home as well.
I like to help people, and thought it would be a great class to do. I want to do law enforcement, but if I can, I will become a construction worker. And yeah, I mean, it's great skills to learn. You know, you can build your own stuff for a lot cheaper than it would for a construction company to come out and do it for you. I've always liked to build stuff. Even when I was younger, I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but I like to build like fences and stuff.
I am Beth Geese, and I am the superintendent of the Kenyon-Wanamingo Public Schools. Oh, isn't this great? This is our first time ever having an opportunity like this for the kids at Kenyon-Wanamingo. We are building a home with Habitat for Humanity. I was very fortunate that I had done this in my 2 previous districts, but the first step is finding that perfect instructor, and we are just so blessed to have Doug Thompson as our lead. Kind of interesting side story, he was my high school teacher back in Pine Island, and so he was the perfect match. And then you need to find an organization to work with, and Habitat, you know, has just been perfect to work with. We've got a lot of business folks that have stepped up and done some great things great opportunities for our kids here. We knew that, you know, the trades are important in all schools, but when I got here last year, we kind of looked over some of the holes that we might be missing. And we had a great carpentry program, we've got great robotics, we've got a lot of science and technology, but we were really missing that hands-on piece that I think is so vital for kids. And so, again, it just kind of all worked out perfectly, and so we moved forward very quickly, but I knew how important this was for our kids. I'm so excited to see we've got younger students, older students, we've got girls and boys, some that know they're going to go into the trades, and others that just want to expose themselves to different programs. And so I just think the mix is really, really fun.
Hey, this is Gordon Havenchild of the Rochester Build Crew. We are building a house in Kenyon, Minnesota. It's going to be one of the best houses ever. You can see behind you, the framing is going up, the sheathing is on the walls, the basement is getting prepped here to put a basement in, and so we are working fast, we are working with safety, we are working with a purpose and building right to kind of make this house become a home. As the build crew, we have volunteers that we've been doing this for a while, but we are blessed with the Kenyon High School shop students. We have 16 total. In the background you can see a few of them. They have been a tremendous help to us doing stuff that we can't do or we don't want to do, type of deal. The Kenyon students, they have a great instructor with Mr. T and Mr. K, and they are learning the skills in the classroom. However, when you're on the job site, there's a little bit different flavor and atmosphere of doing what you learn in the classroom and applying it to the build site. In addition, you heard me mention about building safe. What these students are learning, and we are kind of teaching them, is they got to learn to build safe. That means they must be on site with safety glasses at all times. They must have hard hats on at all times, and be prepared to not fall off of any ledges or stuff. So we're teaching the students to build right, build safe, and then of course build with purpose. And if they do it right, Mr. T will probably give them an A.
Hi, Mr. T here with the school crew, as we call them. Today we're working on some soffit fascia in the front deck. We're back outside again. The weather's actually warm enough to be outside. We go off of a temperature that's 0 degrees, whether it be wind chill and temperature combined or whatever it might be. So hopefully this week we'll be out here all week. We've got a crew back at school working on second coats of paint and all the siding and the trim. This last week we also had our OSHA trainer here from TBG Builders. TBG Builders were the donations, were the company that sponsored all of our scaffolding for us this year. So we appreciate everything that they've done for us. Our hope is that we get that front porch framed up so we can get that front porch on. One of our volunteers out of Rochester made a connection with one of the roofing crews in Rochester that does a lot of roofing down there. They're going to sound like they're going to donate their time to try and get us an asphalt roof on here before winter comes in too far here. So that would be an awesome thing to have happen for us. And then from there, hopefully we can get some of the outdoor work done yet and some of the siding started. If not, at least there'll be a roof on. Hopefully we can get inside and start framing up walls and things in the basement once we get that poured.
Ever since the beginning, I've worked with youth, and to have this group of kids here every day building a house for a family, it's for me, it's a huge reward. It's a blessing even. You know, sometimes it's a challenge. We're trying to teach construction, and we just keep moving along, getting it done. We're gonna move it that way, other side.
There he is. Like that. Perfect. Now, we're just screw it the outside, screw it in.
Say that again?
That would be that corner over there first.